Look, I'm so shiny though.
Why
Why
are
don't you give me
you
some
so
makeup?
shiny? Because this isn't like a legitimate show where you need like powder and makeup.
You mean this is
This is like
fiction?
fiction or nonfiction. How about that video yesterday?
Yeah.
That was something. I want to talk about what's
You're gonna see if it's sharing.
okay.
See if someone's coming on.
Yeah, let's do that really quickly.
Oh.
Let us know if you can hear us. Okay. Welcome. It's Hug McGurk. So I want to talk to you about my hair situation this morning. Not that you care, but look, I this is what happens when you get ready to this in the morning. You know, I'm listening to this. You guys know this, right? Better work that muscle.
Who's the artist?
Okay, and then I listen to this. Okay, that's what I was getting ready to. And then Demi Lovato came on. It's like an anthem, right?
It's anthemic.
It's like girl power.
Why is it so low? It should.
I don't know.
I used to be louder.
Okay. Anyway, hi. That's enough of that. So when you listen to DJ Turn It Up, you know, then your hair turns out like this, and you think you're 13 at a hip hop party.
When Ellie sees it, she's gonna want her hair like that.
It's an 80s hip hop dance party, relived, reimagined. You're not small. You're larger than life. You're giant in your spirit.
Indeed.
Well, hello. I am actually getting sick. So I don't know if it's allergies in Florida or if it's legit sickness, but who cares, right? Show must go on.
Is it just your voice, or are
maybe
you
this
feeling...
is my new voice?
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Real Deal with Doug and Heidi McGurk. Our walls are very thin here, and I feel bad for the person right next door because now they're just going to get us for talking loud for like the next.
What you gonna do? These kids
Hello,
today.
Deb. She said she thinks my hair is beauteous.
Yeah.
Sassy. Kegel music. Deb, did you mean to say Kegel music?
I believe she did.
Do you think she meant Kegels? That's racy.
She laughed. So yes, I'm guessing so.
Kegel music. DJ, turn it up. I'm not doing Kegels right now. Deb, that's naughty. What's
Too soon?
going on with you? Okay. Today we were going to talk about how to have faith despite when things suck. Okay. There's no evidence that anything magical or wonderful is happening in your life. You've been doing everything that you need to do, but nothing is happening. Boo, yuck, hiss. All right. So what's up?
No,
Oh, she met Kegels.
Yeah.
Deb, we know why you're so popular with the boys.
It's just getting awkward. It's more and more awkward.
You're a powerhouse in more ways than one, huh? They have little things that you can do for Kegels, like yoni eggs. Did you ever hear about this?
I have, actually.
I don't know how. All right. Let's get back to so how to have what's the matter? Are you not comfy?
I'm using my
Here, you know what?
arms.
Here, you come over to the arms and I'll come over here.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I want you to be comfortable. Whoa.
See, that's
okay. Watch this. Don't mind my fanny pack. I'm bringing it back, guys. I'm bringing back the fanny pack. I just thought you guys would want to know. It's happening. It's coming back. Look for it in stores everywhere. I always get like a vibe that things are going to be cool again long before they're actually cool.
So I'm going to grow my hair back?
No. Like a long hair? No. You want to wear like a man bun?
Man bun.
You could, I guess. You can get a clip-on man bun now. They make those. That's
no, it should be,
weird. All right. Well, let's get into what we're going to talk about today. How to have faith in the valley. When things suck and things are not working out as they should, and you're not seeing results, how do you keep yourself full of the faith?
Well,
what do you do, Doug? I gotta do something because I'm down too low.
See?
Okay.
Well,
Namaste right over
I'm
here.
reminded of, and we did not really plan like what we we're going to say, So I don't know if this was something. Kevin says man bun.
Man bun.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to bring it back.
I like it.
The 3 Feet from Gold story.
Do it.
All right. So if you don't know the 3 Feet from Gold story, there was back in the days of the gold rush, there was a guy that rushed over to California to do the gold rush thing, and he bought a mine and he started digging, and he had a little bit of success, but then nothing, and he kept digging and he wasn't getting anywhere till finally he said F it. And
well, that was intense.
Yeah, and he sold the mine to a junker because he had all the equipment in there, and the junker bought basically the equipment. But he realized the junker said, well, before I do anything, let me see what I've got here. Let me bring in an expert and, just let them kind of purvey the area and see what they think. So the expert comes in and he looks around and he says, if you keep digging on the path that you're on, if you just keep digging a little bit, I'd say you're about 3 feet from gold here. So the guy said, great. Went ahead and did that. Dug for another 3 feet, and wouldn't you know it, he found one of the largest gold mines ever to be found in that area.
Digging for gold.
So I guess, there's multiple morals to that story, of course, right? Because you've got the idea of to keep going, but then also it's bringing an expert in to give you that sort of support and say, okay, no, you're almost there. I've been there before. There's always that, breakdown before the breakthrough. There's, you're on the right path. If you weren't experiencing this, you wouldn't be on the right path as a thing. So sometimes just knowing that you're doing something and not necessarily getting results, but you do need to bring in some experts because you could be running west for a sunrise. And the sunrise is.
I don't know northeast, west, or south.
But point is that sometimes we get, so focused on, doing things that maybe we're doing the wrong things. Right. So you do need an expert's opinion to go, okay, cool, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing, to be expected. Or attempt to go, yeah, I know you want to see that, that sunrise. You're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah. When I think of faith, I wanted to take this a little on a different turn, right? Because that's just how I roll. But when I think of faith, I think of, faith, like not like George Michael, like you got to have faith, not that, but like God, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, faith was such a hard thing. I know this is like a weird topic, but religion is a really tough thing for me. I don't like religion. I don't like rules. I don't like constructs,
stupid gravity,
man-made constructs. I know we get into this discussion all the time, but for me, when I was growing up, like I didn't have a good idea of God. Like I thought God knew my thoughts and knew that I was thinking bad things, and I thought God cared about everybody else but me. I thought he loved everybody else but me. I thought he protected everybody else but me.
How did you know that?
Because I was being hurt, and I did not have the life that I thought a young kid should have, like the basic rights to be human, and treated fairly and with respect and love and kindness and concern. And sometimes I was, and most of the time I wasn't. And so it was really hard for me. And I was like, why, where is God in all this? So I had this really warped view. And then later on in life, this idea of like, okay, well, God, God is abundance. God will give to you. But then there's this other mentality like, but I'm unworthy. Already it's an issue of worthiness. Like if God loves everybody else and not me, then I go into a church situation or a scenario where the message is you're not worthy. You better beg forgiveness. You better get on your knees and pray that there's mercy on you. For me, this isn't for everybody, but I just want to speak
Which
for
churches did you go to?
Churches that made you say you were a sinner.
Gosh.
That you were full of sin, that you needed to be redeemed somehow, there was something wrong with you, that you were unworthy, that God would make you worthy. And I'm sharing this with you because there are other people that have this really strong, super strong faith. This isn't for them, right? You're not watching this video if you have strong faith that's unwavering. You're likely watching this or will come back to it because your faith wavers.
Different faith.
Right?
I mean, I'm not sure that the faith was faith in God.
I know, but I'm going there.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, that's fine. But we didn't say it like so people might be watching it.
We didn't. That's fine, right? How to have faith for me so it's important to develop some kind of a connection outside of yourself to have faith, right? Because your ego will only take you so far. Your reliance on yourself, and like I said, well, God's not really going to be there for me. Sometimes he will, sometimes he won't, you know. So I said, well, I better be there for myself. But later in life, it was hurtful because I wasn't going as far as I wanted to go in life, right? So I had to look for something in my life that would give me faith. And the traditional image of God, judger, wasn't working for me to put faith in, right? And when I would hear people say things like, let go and let God, I'd be like, that's adorable. We'll see how that turns out. I didn't believe it, you know, because I didn't think that God was on my side, really. I felt like God was on other people's sides that deserved it or earned it or worshiped in the right way or did the right sequence of prayers or purified enough.
And what's
whatever.
so interesting, it's when you then look back to some of the language around it, the I am, if you're saying I am not worthy, you are by proxy creating your relationship with God through that statement in the first place. And God goes, oh, okay, well, I guess you're not. But it's not that you're not, it's that you perceive yourself to be.
So I needed to find a new way to have faith, because I was tired of doing it on my own all the time. And what happens is a lot of the time when you don't have faith, that's when you end up giving up 3 feet from gold. When you can't see the forest through the trees, when you can't like drum up the belief somehow. Faith is just belief, a feeling of absolute certainty before you see the thing. It's a belief, it's a faith. So for me, I turned to when I discovered nature and
discovered nature
as a spirituality, okay, and the Taoist philosophy. It's not a religion; it's a spiritual kind of philosophy. There's this concept of Wu Wei, which is working when your nature corresponds to the nature of the universe or nature of God, and you're working in unison to co-create this life. Wu Wei is I do my part and God does its part, and together we're co-creating, right? And so for me,
okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to finish the thought and then you can go in. So for me, the closest I came to foundation of faith is in the seasons, the lesson of the seasons. And when you're a kind of a Tao cultivator, you subscribe to this Taoist philosophy, you look for answers in nature, right? I'm in alignment with, why would I be any different than the trees or the grass? And God speaks of that too, right? Did I not care for the lilies in the field, or whatever scripture that is about having faith is all pointing back to that. Don't I care for you more than those things? But anyway, so for me, thinking about springtime, and when you're in a spring, that's when you start to deploy the faith, right? When you're in spring, what's your job in spring is to sow seeds. Now, if I just sow the seeds and I do my part, God's promise, or the universe's promise, is the harvest will come. I don't have to earn it. I don't have to do anything about it. I just have to simply do my part, Wu Wei, and let the universe do its part, or God do its part. The problem with faith is whenever I plant the seeds and that's not quick enough. And then I go, oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, see, that's not for me. And then I just go, screw it. I stop planting the seeds. I stop doing what I need to do in spring because I don't trust that fall is coming. Well, fall is a promise.
It's not only what you do in spring, it's what you got to do in this.
It's true. What you do in the summer as well. But spring is a time for sowing seeds and planting that in. And in your business, you might still be in the sowing seeds and you wish you were in the harvest. You wish you were in the harvest, but you're like, and then you go, God doesn't deliver. Or I can't have faith because nothing good ever works out for me. But you're delusional about the season you're in. Divine timing is real. So the last time you let go and let God was in the womb, and that's divine timing. Your eyelashes came on time. Your penis came from the vagina. Thank God. Okay. Things happened the way they were supposed to happen, but your ego wasn't in the way of like judging when it was happening. And that's the last time you had ultimate faith. You trusted in divine timing. You trusted in co-creating with God. You were doing your part. You were a being, and God did the rest, right?
Yes.
That's my take. And
I totally agree with all of that. And there's also there's that story, another parable of the preacher who's going around and he's just so all about God, and God created everything and all of that. And he's in an oasis and or in a desert, and he comes to an oasis and he sees this beautiful space, and he comes banging on the door, and he just needed to speak with the purveyor of this land, the owner, and said, do you understand how incredible this is? It's because of God that you have this incredible, beautiful land and this garden and all these beautiful trees. And the guy, the farmer, said, "Oh, you're absolutely right, Father. You're absolutely right. Without the Lord's soil, I wouldn't have this beautiful opportunity to nurture these plants. And without the rain, without the Lord's rain, I wouldn't be able to have this lush forest. And without the sun, without God's sun, I wouldn't have the opportunity for all the processes that take place." And then he says, but Father, you should have seen this when God had it all by himself.
Right.
And that's the other thing, the co-creation, is that we're provided all of these things, and it's that wisdom and that understanding that there is nature's time, that we do have to do the work. So as Heidi shared, it's springtime, you got to go and you start sowing the seeds. You've got to do that work. And here's the other thing. I don't
have to earn the harvest. It's a promise. It's
no,
coming.
But here's sometimes what we do. Right. And here's sometimes what we do as well. We take there's the idea of the seeds, and we throw out the seeds. Well, some of the seeds are going to land on rocks, and they're not going to grow, and they're going to come be eaten by the birds and so forth. Some of the seeds may land on the road, and it's going to be picked up by other people. So you have to keep on sowing. Yeah. Yes, you absolutely need to plant more than what you're going to need. You think you need, right? That's for multiple reasons, right? One, just to protect yourself, but also so you can give it. Some people do the bare minimum, just want to plant just a couple seeds. I want to tell you I love you a couple times. I want to take you on a date night a couple times. I want to do that follow-up call one time. I want to hold a networking event one time. I go to one event. Throw the seeds, man. Or someone comes in, and here's the thing where we find is so interesting, like when we're hiring coaches. Sometimes people go, you know what? All right, I'm going to take the bare minimum plan. I'm going to go to the one event. I'm not going to invest in the whole program. I'm just going to see, you know what? I'm going to do some investigating. I'm going to start watching a couple videos, and I'm going to listen to the affirmations in the morning and not dig full in. And we get this sense like we're doing something. Like, well, I planted seeds. Like I threw the seeds out. I'm like, well, yeah. And had you gotten to a master farmer, they would have shown you that there is a specific way to kind of set the seeds, to dig them at a certain length, put them in a certain distance apart. How to get the best results for your seeds. Right. Yeah. And then again, effort. Yeah. And then you do it half-assed, and you go, that didn't work. That didn't work. Yeah, it's really tempting when you're in a spring to want to be in a fall and be really resentful that you're not there yet, right? And thinking you should be further along than you are. Because other people are, so they must. So that's what kills faith. So what kills faith, which is knowing the harvest is coming, getting through the spring and getting through the summer and reaping the harvest. What prevents us from that and faith is fear that's not happening quick enough, or it's not going to happen the right way, or comparison, looking at your neighbor's farm and going, shit, man, their corn's cropping up already. What the hell, Bobby? Their corn's slower than their corn. I mean, your corn's coming, honey. But check this out. Here's what'll happen sometimes. Someone will go to that person whose corn is coming up, and one of two things will happen. Either one, they'll make some excuse about it. Well, they've got better soil. They've got whatever. They hired help. Or they'll ask that person, what did you do to get that corn? Right. And they tell you, and then you're like, oh, no. Some people go, oh, no, well, that's going to require an effort. It's going to, I have to, I see you planted it, like at 5 a.m. so that it got whatever. You got up every day and watered it. And, you did all this other stuff. No, I just like when you go and pick all the corn. Like that's part is fun. I like all the harvesting bit. Stop looking at your neighbor's corn, man. Keep your nose in your own farm. That's right. Right? Faith it till you make it. That's what I say all the time, Toddster. Cody likes my hair. Who doesn't? DJ, turn it up. If you love Heidi's hair, hit like, or love, and share. So really? Yeah. Really? So and what's the thing? Faith is really fear is just faith in the horror that may be. or think about it, right? Faith, when someone has faith in something, it's just of the unseen. So basically someone is feeling fear is just, that's faith in your
faith in the unseen. Faith that in the winter it's hard to have faith because everything's dead, right? There's no leaves, there's nothing at all, and you're like, you can't imagine how this is going to be a forest come springtime. But you don't have to earn it. You don't have to sit, like a tree doesn't have to sit on the edge with dead and go, well, God, I mean, I'm not worthy, but Lord, if you see fit for me to have some leaves, shit, that's not how it works. The leaves come. The leaves come, and that's how God is, really. That's really how God is. God is abundant, gives, doesn't care. Rains on your neighbor's corn just as much as it rains on your corn. What prevents us from receiving the rain is a kink in the hose, right?
Right, and we're stepping on it ourselves. We're kicking it on ourselves.
And that's what we do with the fear, with the doubt, with the disbelief. Those are the lenses we see things through. And anytime that I get in that state of faithlessness, because I can get there too, where it's not happening how I want it to, it's not quick enough, I have to remind myself that I'm just in divine timing. It is coming. And once I just go there and I just say, okay, like some things you understand divine timing, like a baby. I didn't pray Ella came 6 months early. I wasn't sitting around because I knew she'd be perfect in the time she was born.
Wasn't that funny when something like that,
you pray it's in God's timing. You pray it's the right timing.
But the other thing, you don't eat.
Success is the only thing you want on your terms.
You don't eat not ripe fruit.
Yeah, you're not like, oh, I pray this banana's just not sprouted. Let me dig. You don't do that, right? Oh, I pray everything ends early. You don't do that. You want things to come to their full fruition. The baby comes, the oak comes from the acorn, the corn comes from the. When you plant, I don't know how.
I'm guessing.
I don't know. We never planted corn, but we plant corn in our lives, so metaphorically. But yeah, you want things in their own time, and so I'm reminded of that when I'm like, oh man, it's not happening the way I want it to happen. It's like I'm reminded all the time. If I had met you 5 years early, I would have fucked it up. All right, I wasn't ready. If I would have had Ella 20 years ago, so I could keep up and didn't think about when I'm going to die. Because I do that math in my head. I'm going to die when you're 45. Okay.
You tell her that?
She kind of asks me sometimes, when am I going to die? She's obsessed
and you tell her when you're 45?
Yeah, I say probably when you're 45.
Don't give her a...
And no, she says, okay, I can deal with that. Hey, listen, hey, it just is what it is, okay? That's the truth. We live in reality. All right, what am I going to say? I'm never going to die? No, I say when I die, I'm going to turn into a blue butterfly, and you're going to know I'm around. I'm going to come and... you're going to feel, and I say, what happens? You're going to feel my energy.
You need to be careful that you don't program yourself, because then
when
she turns 45, and then you're like, it's time to go.
I don't think I'm going to live to 100, baby doll. I could. I tried it the other day. I was like,
you tried to live to 100?
I said, Ellie, I'm going to live till you're 50. I didn't say that. I upped it 5 years. That's terrible. Don't send me notes, okay, that I shouldn't be saying these things. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful. We want to help you sow seeds. We want to help you, if you're going to plant and you're going to reap the harvest, let us be the master farmers. Let us teach you how to sow those seeds. Come to be with us on April 13th at our one-day event. It's called Success Alchemy. And what it is a whole day dedicated to the ingredients to turn your life, everything you have right now in front of you, from lead, some of that stuff is lead, it's weighing you down, it's not working, how to turn it into gold. We're going to give you the 4 key ingredients that you need in order to master, in order to turn your life into gold. Really reap the harvest that you want to reap, and really help you turn around whatever's not working. Likely there are areas of your life that are working perfectly, right? How do you take the areas that aren't working where you want them to be? You'd like to earn more money, or you'd like to be more successful in your relationship, or you'd like to leave that job or pull the trigger in your life on your dreams. What can we help you accomplish? And that day is going to be dedicated to just that. It's going to be an intimate event, not really huge. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity to work closely with us that whole entire day. And we would just love to come alongside of you and be with you. So make sure you sign up for that.
Yeah, because your successes are our successes. The whole goal is an interesting study just came out, by the way. I heard in the radio this morning that Florida, if you're down here, but just in general, is like rated one of the most stressful states.
because the old drivers.
Well, no, that
psychos
wasn't
driving
actually
around
it.
in the cars
But
down
just
here.
in general, we've been like, just as a society, we've been more stressed out and having more challenges emotionally than we ever have. And our goal, our mission is to help create just a better place, a more sane environment for people. And what that means is taking what we have and all the resources that we have available to us and maximizing them, optimizing them, and creating that gold, that majestic experience in life that that we have in our minds, in our hearts, and be okay with it.
Mm-hmm. You know,
So,
and it's important that you align yourself with the right people. You know what I mean? That and we don't want the people to come that are like, oh, I don't know about Doug and Heidi. You know, we want you to come because you feel the love. You believe in your heart that when we come alongside of you, you become our biggest priority, and that our goal is to really help you be as successful as possible. Your success is our success in many ways, and just what you were saying. So we want you to come alongside if you're ready to go deep with us. We're not kind of just going to like be in and out of your lives. A lot of the people that we have interacted with here are in our lives for, Deb's been with us for like 5 years, just in and out with us, and Cody, and a lot of the people that are here are in it for the long haul, right? We want to pour our heart and love into you, and we're committed to you. And once we become connected to you, we make it our mission and purpose to help see you the whole way. And so we hope that you know that. Anyway, we want you to come along with us, and let's talk about if you want to have success. You got to work that muscle.
Here's a muscle.
All right, Cody, this is how this hair happened. I was trying to get ready this morning, and I was listening to this. Let's see. Are we gonna
Bring it closer.
Work that muscle. You're trying to make double, work that muscle. You're having money troubles, work that muscle. If you don't want to struggle, gotta work that muscle.
Look, guys,
Work that muscle.
look at my fanny pack.
That's impressive.
I know. Who has this fanny pack and this braid?
And your lips match the fanny pack, so you got that going for you, which is nice.
I think I'm a hip hop dancer, guys. It's about to go down.
These kids today.
God, you guys,
So that just happened.
I am a hip hop dancer in another life. Okay. All right.
So yeah, I still listen for the dopamine. That's right.
Who's listening to
Deb
dopamine?
still listens to music for dopamine.
That's right. Okay. We love you. Go dance. Go make a commitment to
Go
do
make
something.
some gold.
Go sign up for the event that we're having April 13th. We didn't do an April Fool's yesterday. We really should have. My girlfriend said she's pregnant, and I didn't say congratulations yet because I don't know if it was a joke.
Oh,
you shouldn't joke
did
about
someone
that
say they're
stuff.
getting
People are
married?
trying
Could
to
that
get
be a joke too?
I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see if it's still around.
All right.
All right. We love you so much. Have an excellent day today. Take excellent care of yourself and have faith.
We love you for who you are and who you aren't.
Bye.
All righty. Let me hit this button.
That button.